Hi there, welcome to my channel. Well, I'd like to give you guys an update on my portfolio, and hopefully you guys had a great weekend. I know I did, but here's my portfolio on my dividend tracker. As you guys can see, we're in the green today and still making about $5,700 in monthly income, monthly dividends. And so let's switch over to my actual Robinhood portfolio, and here we are. Let's open that up right there. As you guys can see, I have NVIDIA stock here on the screen, and as you guys can see, it went up 3.93% during the day, and just a little bit of a drop during after hours. And so if we look at the Roundhill version of this ETF, NVDW, which is right here. Oh, sorry, no, this is the Yield Max version of the ETF. And so I wanted to do a comparison. As you guys can see here, this is up 2.63% today, while NVIDIA is almost up 4%. And NVDW, which would be the Roundhill version of this ETF. Let's go over here. It's right here. So as you guys can see here, NVDW is up 4.57%. So currently this is outperforming the actual stock of NVIDIA. And NVIDIA, as you guys saw, is almost up 4%. This is up 4.5%. And so I think it was 2 weeks ago, I sold pretty much all of my Yield Max single stock ETFs and switched over to the Roundhill single stock ETFs. Now, for the most part, I am glad I did that, because if we go back to the Yield Max version of this ETF, let's go back to the Yield Max version so that you guys can see here. Here it is. Now, although everyone who owns this is probably glad today that this went up 2.63%, it didn't go up as high as the stock, so it does have capped upside. NVDW doesn't have capped upside. It has actually more upside, 1.2% higher than the actual stock, while this here has capped upside. And so if you continue to hold on to this, if you guys, if you continue to hold on to this, in the past year, this is down 28.10%. Now, yeah, this doesn't include dividends, but there is massive erosion here, massive principal decline, you can say. So if you bought this from the day it first started, it started at, I guess, $20, and then initially there was a lot of appreciation at the beginning, but that appreciation is all gone, you know. And so if you bought it from the very beginning, $20, yeah, you got paid all those dividends, but your principal, if you don't reinvest any of those dividends, your principal has really been hit by the price decline. And so even in their perspective, when you read on their website on Yield Max, it says that the dividends may not cover the decline in price. And overall, I think this is probably, in total return, is probably in the positive. But by comparison, NVDW so far, I think has done very well. If we scroll down here, NVDW, because this is capturing the upside. This is capturing the upside of NVIDIA. So just like today, NVIDIA moved up, and so did this. The Yield Max version also moved up, but not as much. And so with this, you're going to get both appreciation and dividends. So to me, it seems far better to get both appreciation and dividends. I think it'll be far better in the long run because I believe Nvidia will continue to rise. It'll continue to appreciate, and if Nvidia appreciates in value, well, so will this. And Nvidia from YieldMax will not appreciate in value, even if Nvidia appreciates in value. I mean, it may appreciate a little bit, but not as much. And so why not own something that's going to both appreciate and pay you a really great dividend? In contrast, let's look at something that didn't do very well today. I think it was Amazon. So it's down here, almost at the bottom of the list here. So Amazon, the Roundhill version of the Amazon ETF, is down 2.2% today. And so this is going to be probably lower than in percentages than the actual stock. So if we look at the actual stock of Amazon, it's right here. As you guys can see, the actual stock is only down 1.67%. So the Roundhill version of this Amazon ETF is going to be down more than the actual stock because of that 1.2% leverage. And the YieldMax version of this ETF, which is right here, this is only down 1.49%. Okay, so this is actually down a little bit less than the actual stock. But overall, if we look at the long-term track record of this YieldMax ETF, as you guys can see, it's pretty much just been, going down in value. So if you would have bought this from the very beginning, $20.10 at the very beginning, yeah, there was some amount of appreciation. But soon after, the appreciation is all gone, the price has just been on a decline. And probably with all the dividends included or reinvested, yeah, there probably is a good amount of total return there. But if you actually want to just keep the dividends and not reinvest any dividends, then YieldMax just doesn't seem the way to go. Because although Amazon is down, I assume that Amazon is going to come back, right? Eventually Amazon, the actual stock, will come back from this small dip. So if we look here at the past year to date, you can really see the difference here by comparison to the YieldMax ETF. 1 year, yeah, see, the YieldMax ETF has lots of upside at the very beginning, and then just goes down. It almost looks similar here at the beginning, but then from here it just goes down, and there's no more appreciation in the YieldMax version of the Amazon stock. While the Roundhill version of this Amazon stock, the Roundhill one, right here, if we look at this, since it hasn't existed for the same amount of time, yeah, it's not going to look exactly the same as Amazon. But I think that if Amazon continues to appreciate in value, this will follow Amazon, right? This will appreciate with Amazon, while the YieldMax version of this will not appreciate with Amazon. Yeah, it'll continue to pay you a dividend, but so does this. It pays you a great dividend. I don't know if it really pays more of a higher dividend. Let's look at dividends here. As you guys can see, in September, we got a 59 cents dividend right here. I only own 2 shares, so it's actually 29 cents in dividends. This one is 32 cents in dividends, and this one, since I switched over to the CTF, it was 36 cents in dividends, $23.30 in total amount. So This was when I switched. I sold out of AMZY from YieldMax and decided to go with the Roundhill. And so I still own some YieldMax ETFs. If we go over here to my portfolios, you guys can see down here, I still own YMAX and I still own Ulti. And what I think I'm probably going to be doing here is that as soon as WPay, let's look at WPay. As soon as I can buy WPay, when the margin maintenance is, I assume that it's going to go down to 30%. It's currently 100% here on Robinhood. As soon as it goes to 30%, I think I'm going to probably be selling all of my YMAX and all of my Ulti. Okay. And I'm probably going to be selling off some of these other YieldMax ETFs that I have. For example, GPTY is also from YieldMax. DIPS, that's from YieldMax. YQQQ, Fiat, and YMAG. And I think that's about it. Oh, this one, Winter. Probably going to sell that off. This is from YieldMax also. CHPY. Probably going to be selling that. And PLTY. Probably going to be selling that. So I own the Roundhill version of Palantir, which is PLTW. The only thing for some reason is this one from YieldMax is 25% margin maintenance. And the last time I checked, PLTW was 40%. Yep, still 40%. So that's why I haven't completely sold out of PLTW to go into PLTY from YieldMax to go into PLTW. But probably I'm eventually going to do that. Just be rid of all of the YieldMax ETFs and just go straight into the Roundhill ETFs, because the Roundhill ETFs, in my opinion, seem to be superior ETFs because they'll have both appreciation and that income. There'll be something similar to like SPY and QQQI, which capture upside and pay you a dividend. And so to me, it seems that they're really actually paying you a dividend, because QQQI fairly close to hitting $55, already beyond its previous 52-week high. As you guys can see here, in total return without dividends. Total return without dividends, okay? If I sell this now, I make $7,500 in just pure appreciation. And that doesn't include the dividends that I've been getting from QQQI. It's the same with SPY. Okay, SPY, as you guys can see, in total return, I'm in the green a little bit over $6,000. So if I sell this, I make $6,000. And this does not include the dividends that I've received from SPY. So I'm assuming that these Roundhill ETFs will basically do the same thing. For example, this one, NVDW, NVIDIA. I'm already in total return $428. And that doesn't include the dividends that I have already received from this ETF. The dividends may be smaller, maybe, or they may be similar, right? As you guys can see, since really I kind of just bought it, switched from YieldMax to Roundhill on sometime in September, the week of the 16th is when I did it. And so I guess if it pays on average, maybe, I don't know, $25 a week, that's about $100 a month. Not bad. It should be somewhat similar to the YieldMax one. you could say that maybe, yeah, the Yield Max one paid a little bit more, but the price decline is really bad. So this is going to have appreciation and that dividend. And so that's what I'm looking for. I'm looking for that income. And so also, one of the really cool things is that just about, I'd say sometime last week, I was hitting close to a quarter of a million, but then I removed about $3,900 because I needed to pay for a credit card bill. And that brought my portfolio down to 244,000, 245,000, somewhere around there. So I removed that money. It was margin to pay a credit card bill. I withdrew that money and I paid my credit card down. And so we're almost already back up to the quarter, right? It's pretty much just bounced right back to where it was before. And so sometime during this week, I will need to remove more money to pay for another bill. It's going to be about $3,600 that I will be removing or withdrawing from my margin buying power. As you guys can see here, the margin buying power is $321,695. And so half of that is withdrawable. Half of that is withdrawable. So I'll be withdrawing that from margin. And so that should bring me back down to, I guess, 245-ish, I suppose. But one of the good things is that on this same week, QQQI and SPY will be paying me. So that should bump it up to, if it goes down to 245, because I remove $3,600, it should be back to about 247, 248, maybe, once QQQI and SPY pay me their dividends this Friday. So they're going to be paying on Friday. And so that'll bring my portfolio value back up, and it'll pay down some of that margin. And so that's how I'm doing this. I am taking all of my income from my job, $1,000 a week, and I am buying some ETFs, usually 2, or I split it up into maybe 10 different ETFs, $100 in each one. And this week, I'm assuming that probably by October, sometime in October, WeeklyPay will be at 30% margin maintenance, and I'll be able to buy it. So probably this week I'm going to be looking through here to see what ETF to buy. And so probably a good one to buy, a good combo, a good combination might just be this one here, since it is in the red by 2.2%. So maybe I'll buy some of this ETF, maybe $500 worth of this, and $500 worth of this one here, a low volatility ETF. So that way I'm getting both income and growth. And of course, this is a low volatility ETF, so it's kind of like a stabilizer. And so that's what I'm going to be doing here sometime this week. Who knows, maybe tomorrow, depending on what the market does. So thanks for watching. You guys have a great day. And of course, none of this is financial advice, for entertainment purposes only. Thank you so much for watching. God bless. I'll catch you guys in the next video. Bye.